Hi, good morning, Carly. How are you?
I'm good. It's back to school. How are
What's
you?
going on? I know I dropped Quinn off at Dover today. I haven't gone through that long loop of cars. It's a lot
Yeah.
different than McGurr. I think a lot of cars in that parking lot at Dover.
Yeah, the morning school rush, right?
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, and it's such a big school,
yeah.
right? Like, I don't know,
Okay.
1,500 kids or something. But good news is she was excited to go. So, we're always grateful for that. What about your guy? What's happening in your world
He's
with
at Mountain View, and
Mountain
so we
View?
switched from French immersion to English. So now I can help him with his homework. And it's right down the street. So we're good. He
Before you
seems
were sort of lost
happy.
trying to help him, eh?
Yeah, now I can help him with his spelling and all the rest of it. And
Yeah.
he's just down the street and he's got a couple friends there. So
That makes
we're
it better, doesn't it? Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
makes the adjustment to a new school easier, that's for sure.
So back to real estate. How was August? It was crazy for you, wasn't it?
It was really busy. Every time I turned around, somebody wanted to write an offer, and so
Yay.
we did. Yeah, no, it was really good. Yeah, you were busy too, weren't you?
Yeah, everybody seems to be. There was sort of a lull. I think it picked up in August. I think we're going to see on the sales report that the average prices have, went up there. Some higher end homes sold. I think that price is ruling the day, as it always does, and we're going to talk about that as well, about
Hmm.
strategy going forward for the next few weeks here. So I'm just going to share this screen, Carly. Tell me you can see it now. Make my day and say, yes, Ian, there it is.
Yes, Ian, there it is.
Ahoo, it's
Perfect. Single
working.
family homes.
Look at that. Almost 900,000. That's up quite a bit from last year, isn't it?
Yeah, and from last month too.
And that's how, I mean, that's how averages work, right? You get a couple of big ones and
Yeah, and I guess probably
steady.
August is like I don't know. People are thinking, oh, I need to move before the end of the year. Let's do this now or next year.
Yeah, the number of homes were up as well. About 10% there, 92 sales, 385 active listings, pretty much the same as last year. That hasn't changed any.
Yeah.
And our other associate, Anja, can't be with us today, but she was saying she's got buyers waiting for that right house, and there's still, we say 385 houses, but there's still not enough.
Yeah. And every day when we're logging on to check the new inventory, there's not a lot to look at, right? So there's not a lot of new stuff coming right now, it feels like. Everybody's going back to school.
Yeah. So we have about 4 months of inventory, which is we call that a balanced market between 4 and 5. It's going to take 4 months about to sell all those houses if we sell that many a month, 92 a month. As we go towards the end of the year, November and December, we're going to sell less than we did in August. That makes sense. Um, but really, this is Nanaimo's doing very well when you look at what's happening in the Canadian real estate market. Lots of cities um, on the mainland, I've noticed, have inventory levels of 7, 8 months of inventory. If you get twice that number inventory, then you're really going to get a slowdown in the market. So, knock on wood, I think we're still doing pretty well here.
Hmm.
Condominiums, number of homes sold. I mean, the numbers are smaller, 23 to 19. Now, here you see the months of inventory is higher, right? So I think it is buyers are in the driver's seat with condominiums.
Yeah. And I mean, there's always those considerations when you're buying a condo, right? Like location, laundry, strata fees, the health of the strata, right? So I just think sometimes those takes a little bit longer.
And I think
Collects.
I think there's so many new condominiums now. You can't buy them, of course. Those are those rental buildings we see around town. But you know, uh, tenants have options, and I think the older buildings, if you have a condo without laundry, you got to figure out a way to put it in. Just as an example, right? Like you were talking with an example.
Hmm.
Just not many people
Yeah.
want to go down the hall, down the elevator to the laundry room anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at condos that didn't have laundry, and we were looking at the option of putting it in, just like you did with your condo. And that building said it wasn't an option. And
Mhm.
so that kind of rules it out for some investors or some buyers. So,
I think it rules out a lot of buyers, and I think that's the hard part for a seller. I
yeah.
can't do laundry, and the majority of people, you would have to think, what, 90% of people want in-suite laundry today, right? To
Yeah. Well, and even
kind of
for
the thing.
investors, if you were going to rent it out, right? Like you're wanting to attract a high quality long-term tenant, and that person is going to want laundry. So
Hmm. Hmm.
tough.
And then we're down to townhomes, our price at 602. That's up quite a bit, right? Last year, 540, about the same. 1981 um, listings. This includes all levels of townhomes, whether it's a
Hmm.
fourplex or a patio home. Some patio homes I noticed staying on the market longer
Okay.
at 4 months, and I think that's a fact that the single family home, if I can't sell the single family home, then I can't buy the patio home, right? So
Right.
if we look and see homes that for sale that are 1 million or 1.2 in North Nanaimo, 1.1, and they're not selling, those are the buyers of the patio homes. The
Yeah. And
bulk,
we have a lot of those
right?
right now, right?
Yeah.
There's a big section of the active listings that are in that price category.
Yeah, so it's locked into that. So one of the things I was doing on the weekend was trying to think about explaining the difference. I want to talk about that a bit today, the difference between the regular calendar and the real estate calendar. So it seems like, it's September, whatever the day is today, that we have 4 months to sell the remaining inventory for this year. But in the real estate market, I think we have about 10 weeks if it's important that your home not only sells but pays out in 2025.
Right.
So I think you need to get your home sold by Remembrance Day. Certainly homes will sell after that, the 11th, 12th, but they won't complete until January and February of 2026. So you won't get your money till then.
Right.
So if you got your home on the market and it's not selling, it's time to look at the calendar and say, wait a minute, I've already made commitments for this money, or I've bought something else, or there's some, particular reason that I have to get paid out in 2025. If that's true, then you need to make a move on the price this week, like in the next 10 days, to get it down to that value.
Yeah. Fair enough, right? It's funny. Yeah, September kind of reminds us we're in the final stretch here, right?
Yeah, it's
So
already, it feels like you can just tell it's the middle of September already, where the calendar says so or not. It just feels that way, doesn't it?
yeah, and whenever we're writing offers, we're looking out, 60, 90 days. And yeah,
Right.
pretty soon we're going to be seeing 2026. So
Yeah, which is fine. Obviously,
yeah,
it's great, but the number of homes selling from now to Christmas is definitely going to fall. It's not like the
yeah.
spring, so we're going to have fewer sales. It's just the
So
way the market goes. And after about mid-November, they'll be completing next year. So if it's important that your home sells now, you want to get on that price and just do the very best price you can get to and get to it now rather than later, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. Oh, and one more thing before we go. Next week is swimming. Huh?
Oh, Ian, you're
Ah,
swimming Wednesday,
see?
Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah,
Come and cheer him on
I
at
have
the Nanaimo Aquatic
my
Center.
competition package. It's next Wednesday. Is that a week today?
Yeah, no,
Oh, what
it's
day is today?
less than a week. Today's
What?
Thursday. Yeah, so
Gotta
it's
look at
at
what I'm doing.
8:45.
I know that's good for me. I wish it was at 5:45.
So let's
Anyways, so I
make
got
lots of
breaststroke
noise.
and freestyle and what else am I doing? A relay. Good Lord. Anyways, I'll be busy. Yeah, I'm excited. So that's next week. Mhm.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Awesome. Okay, how do we get a hold of you?
250-618-6245.
Fantastic, Carly. Have a great month.